chains, old blockchain stuck in pain. Now new rises, breaks the mold, scaling faster, future's goal. Break the chains, feel the spark, speed and power in the dark. No more limits, no more walls. The mirror stands, the system falls.
G Linera, G Market, welcome back to the exciting community. We have so many amazing things to talk through. But we're joined with Ryan, our Chief Product Officer. Hey Ryan, how are you doing? How have you been? You know, it's been a crazy past few days, I can imagine.
Yes, it has. I'm doing great. So good to see you as well.
Awesome.
G
Hey Miss
Market,
Jones, how
guys.
are you
G
doing?
Market, Ryan. I'm
G
fine. G
Market.
Market, G Market.
G Market. Yeah, so on this week's community, I'm super excited. We're gonna talk through, the new hire. You might be wondering, who is Bandits? Ryan's gonna talk to us about that. There's a new listing, we're gonna talk about that, then app improvement, things that have been added to linear markets to make it a better experience. We're definitely going to talk, through all of that. But before that, a brief touch point where we just, touch base with like the prediction market, industry itself. We call it like PM Pulse. We just talk about like one or two headlines that we found, kind of interesting, and we get Ryan's, feedback about that, right? And yeah, Ryan. So this week, one of the things I found interesting. Well, I mean, okay, that's the second point, but the first one is about like Robinhood, right, and how Robinhood prediction markets revenue tops crypto and equities in record Q2. And the reason why I kind of found this interesting is because I think throughout the course of like having this short brief section where we just talk about prediction markets, we haven't really talked about Robinhood, right? And the buzz that they're having, and now with the prediction market news, and I really just want to get your thoughts on that, and what you think about it, about Robinhood, sort of like having such headlines.
Yeah, I think I guess the one thing that I would be thinking about if I was Robinhood was like, okay, I'm making more revenue doing this than I've done in my business I've been running for like a decade. So the question that you have to ask yourself is like, what's that a function of? Is that a function of the fact that there is now a product that solves the exact same itch that our users were trying to scratch, and it's just a different regulatory arbitrage? This means instead of giving them, product A, which has, certain guidelines and regulations, they can give them product B, which tastes the same. Like imagine instead of a Coke, I was able to give you a Pepsi because Coke's illegal in your country, but Pepsi's not, right? Like arguably that's kind of what regulatory arbitrage means in these senses of the word. So, Robinhood's probably like, okay, we're making all this money here. Now, I bet you this flips pretty violently in Q3 and Q4 because of all the recent like meme coin stuff and obviously the Robinhood chain. I would anticipate that blowing all of their other numbers out of the water, specifically prediction markets. So maybe that was like a quick land grab for them in the first half of the year.
Yeah.
But since Robinhood chain went live, it's clear that that's going to be where they make all their money.
Yeah. Personally, I'm really, looking to see how that sort of like, what the sort of direction would be in like the next, that's the Q3, Q4, right? And I'm definitely keeping an eye on, Robinhood in general. But yeah, right, the second headline is, and so for me, this is kind of like going to be a bit of like a, a bit of a learning curve as well, right? Because, I would really love to get your thoughts on this and, what you think about this in general. But it's around, so the headline reads, researchers find 821 accounts, extract 8.2 million from Polymarket Bitcoin settlements, right? So I did read about this a little bit, but, I think I would really love to, leverage on your expertise here and to maybe just talk a bit more about this.
Yeah. I mean, this was a huge headline because basically the way that Kalshi runs their 5-minute plus, their 15-minute market's actually the shortest they go, right? They use what's called a time-weighted average price. So basically they're aggregating like the average price across the entire settlement window. And because they do that, like they can't have any manipulation, or at least the CFTC has certified that that's enough, prevention of manipulation to be legal, right? So what Polymarket didn't have was their own version of how to combat this manipulation, right? So basically in the last second of the market, you could put huge size in on like the Binance Spot Bitcoin Oracle, and pop it huge up in price. And then obviously that would cause in the last second the market to settle one way or the other. And what this research found was that in those contested markets where there was potential, like it was 50 to 70% either way, and it was flippable, that they were getting flipped. And the accounts that were making all that money, as you see here, it was like, yeah, they somewhere like 8.2 million bucks. Yeah. What this led to, obviously, is that Polymarket has now changed the way that they do everything, right? So now they have integrated time-weighted average price in the exact same way that Kalshi has. It's kind of the industry standard. Now, for us, things get interesting because we have multi-outcome markets. So we don't necessarily want to average things out, because then like a moon outcome will never hit, right? Unless the entire 1 minute just ticks up, 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 up. And that's not really the design intention. Now, we certainly will probably put this in for like binary markets. So any up down, pure up down markets, we'll probably use TWAP because it just makes much more sense for us.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think this definitely something I personally need to even really look into, right? Because I'm some of these are just things I need to do a bit more digging. But yeah, thank you so much, Ryan, for sort of like giving that general overview and your thoughts on it. Thank you so much. That being said, guys, yeah, so Linear XYZ, now to the bit more interesting stuff that I know a couple of people are really, really looking forward to. But first, we have a new hire, Ryan, and this was all over X, all over X, right? And personally, I'm excited, but I really want to get your thoughts, right? So it's what's the thought around getting the new hire? Who's the new hire, first of all? What's the thought around getting the new hire? Why why Bandit in particular?
Yeah, I think okay, so there's a lot of things at play here, right? Like first, obviously, Bandit's a friend of mine that I've built up over the last couple of years. I've watched his kind of ascension when it comes to like crypto Twitter. I've watched him accumulate mind share. I've watched him really grind and reply to everybody, and everybody likes him, right? So like if you look at his announcement about him joining Linera, it's like every major name in the industry from crypto Twitter chimed in and said congrats, right? So we're, as I've mentioned on many of my community hours and calls before, what's really important when you're building a product like this, especially in the space that we're in, is building trust, right? Now, I've brought in some level of trust. Matthew has brought in some level of trust, right? Because of our professional backgrounds. But when you're like a trencher or like someone who's like really trying to get involved in early stage crypto projects, those types of people have been conditioned to lack trust, right? Because they've been rugged so many times. They've been lied to, failed on, extracted from for the last like half decade, right? And those who've survived have built up some level of fatigue to that. So it was really important for me to, one, find somebody who I knew would gel with me, one on the timeline, and two, obviously professionally on the background. So while you'll see us be very playful on the timeline, obviously, behind closed doors, every single thing we do is calculated and very like structured with our overarching strategy of, trying to become the most fun thing to do when it comes to prediction markets. So when you kind of have that playful mentality, you also need to find somebody who understands that like life's not that serious, and what we're doing here is not meant to be serious. This is meant to be 1 minute markets on Bitcoin, right? Like we are not going out into the industry and saying that we're trying to change the world with this product. I just feel it's a better product for the people who are currently using all of these different types of things, right? Like I'm on FOMO, I'm on the Pump app. Like I'm in the trenches with everybody kind of who want to use these short form, really kind of high speculation, different products. And it, Bandit's one of those guys, right? He's all over the place. He knows all of these different group chats of people who, have spent the years trying to figure out and build connections in the space and network. I have a lot of the institutional connections. Like as everyone knows, we work, with all the major exchanges already. We have VCs that we're connected to. I've come from A16Z Crypto's portfolio companies. So it's not like we're not plugged in institutionally, but I really needed someone on the ground, right? Especially as I start to focus more on shifting towards mainnet and TGE. It's really important for me that I have somebody on the ground floor who's willing to connect with the users where they live. My team here, especially you two on the call, have done a really good job formulating our Discord strategy. We have no issues when it comes to cultivating the 100,000+ people that have ever signed into our Discord, and obviously our DAU who do most of their time there. But the market we're going after, the people who we need to get attention from, the people who will really allow us to make a very large splash on mainnet, Bandit's the perfect person to get. And you already saw proof of that in only just 48 hours. I think we were the top growing mindshare project out of every single pre-TGE protocol or project in the entire world yesterday, or at least everything that's listed on Kaido. Oh, wow, great segue, dude. Nice one. You read my mind. Look at that. I have not seen this, by the way, everybody. So that was a really good shift. Yeah, thanks. So look, as you can see, we've already seen huge rise in and the way that this is calculated. If this is your first time seeing this, the way that this is calculated is that each individual account, let's say you're just looking at the X algorithm, right? If you're a verified user, that usually boosts whatever contributions you're doing. So you're paying $40 a month, right? They boost you on the algorithm, those types of things. Now, what Kaido has developed is like their own smart follower, right? And what a smart follower, like a crypto inner circle person is somebody who like has ranked high with other influential accounts. So it's kind of like a social graph. And what this social graph proves when it does like on-chain analysis of X, API analysis of X, is that it sees who you're interacting with, who interacts with you, and who talks about a certain topic. So yesterday we were like the most talked about rising pre-TGE project, right? And if you look at that chart on the right, and you can check out my X post if you want to see more. We were the top 5 in all pre-TGE projects by relative mindshare yesterday, right? And if you look at the 4 above us, I mean, we're talking about $10+ billion protocols, right? So it feels really good to show that we can break into that level of attention. Now, of course, we have to sustain it. So we have a lot more announcements, a lot more news coming. Obviously, I think for those that who work closely with me on the team, next week will probably be one of the biggest weeks in Linares history for sure. So a little bit of a teaser already, but it's going to be super interesting.
Yeah, Ryan. Personally, right, and just before the mindshare conversation, right? I think I want to just go back a little bit to touch on what when you were talking about bandits. And to be honest, I think your analogy makes perfect sense, right? Because for someone that is grinding in the trenches, definitely you would want someone that sort of like embodies trust on that level, right? And I think bandits is perfect, really, really perfect. And definitely, like I've seen the buzz on the timeline, and I've seen the conversations on the timeline, and it's super interesting. And as well, I mean, it's definitely showing with the mindshare, like Ryan has said, right? And someone tell Polymarket will come in.
I mean, listen, there's kind of 2 things going on, right? Like one, the unquantifiable, right? Like what you can't put a number on is fun, right? Like you can't put a number on the fact that he and I are just like fucking around on the timeline, talking to really influential people in the space, and just kind of vibing, and that people want to interact with us because we're fun, right? Like nobody wants some stuck up account that's just posting official news all the time. Like we have not survived the hell of this industry to get like mansplained some random announcement from like an official business account, right? It's just not our vibe, right? And Matthew completely agrees with this, that like we're trying to gamify finance, right? We also need to have that playful nature, but you guys know me well enough to know that I can flip that switch really quickly, because I also believe that we're building industry first tech, right? So I'm simultaneously going out into the market and say, hey, look, we're the most fun thing happening right now. Look at the mindshare that's developing. But on the other hand, we're the only people in the world who have hyped 1-minute markets right now.
Yeah.
Right? How is that possible if we're not one of those projects who deserve to be in that top 5, right? So I think it's all this fulfilling prophecy, right? We believe who we're meant to be. The market's now waking up to believing in who we're meant to be. The product is, getting ready to support who we think we're meant to be with mainnet, and then everything kind of moves on from there. So for me, I think it's really invigorating too for the Linera community that we have now, the people who've been grinding this protocol for a long time. If I was an early supporter and I was sitting there like watching the traction and the attention that we were getting, it would just make me want to do more, right? Tell more people like, dude, you can't miss out now. Like we're the top 5 mindshare protocol and we're still pre-TGE, right? Like if you're not going in to try to get a badge now, I don't really know what to tell you. So that's all goes back to something. I actually talked about this on an X Spaces on one of Bandit's friends yesterday. Is this idea of K factor. So what K factor is like it's how viral your product and community are, right? And normally in my industry or people in my profession, they can bring this down to a number, right? It's like a quantifiable number that if you put in this, you can get XYZ out. Because your users are that viral to each other. They want to bring other people into the protocol, not just because of referrals, right? Like referrals have everything to do with monetary incentives and kind of black hat motivations. When you're talking about wanting to bring somebody in because of attention and virality, this is white hat motivations. Like, I trust you because when you tell me to do something, it's usually because other people are paying attention and I can't afford to miss out. And that cycle is really important for us to start motivating because, we're pretty close now, to real money and revenue. So it's time for us to kind of professionalize that.
Yeah, absolutely. And funny enough, right, fun fact is that I did listen to a bunch, a chunk of the space, and I did listen to you, have these conversations. But yeah, I mean, like personally, like I totally agree. And I think one thing that
Space yesterday?
yeah, it was yeah,
Nice, man. Yeah, fun.
yeah.
That's cool.
And what
Space before. I'll probably try to make an appearance there every once in a while from now on.
yeah, I think you crushed it on the space, right? I think you
I
did.
appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yeah. And yeah, just one more thing, I would really want to touch on. And Ryan mentioned this is the fact that this is meant to be fun, right? Like you're meant to even, and I think you can kind of sense that if if you're someone that is deep in CT, like crypto Twitter, and I think you can also kind of sense that from like the X posts and the X replies and things like that, and it's gamified finance, right? Like it's really meant to be fun at the end of the day. But yeah, that being said, Ryan, we have a new listing. Hype is now live on Linear Originals, and we're excited personally. I've started to try out Hype and play and predict on Hype on the Hype market. But Ryan, how does it feel? Having a new market. What's the plan? Are we gonna see like new markets? With Ride, or are we gonna see new games?
Yeah. So the beauty of this is that usually when when you see something new come out, it only means one of two things, right? It means that this listing is so important that you're not going to see another one for a while, or it means that we figured out how to add markets really easily. Fortunately for us, we figured out how to add markets really easily. So what you're seeing now is that we've built this template structure for adding in new markets. So basically, when we support a new asset, it will then distribute out into all of the different types of markets and obviously the different types of games. So adding Hype, for example, in the future, will probably allow you to play and interact with Hype. I'm going to do some quick math really quick. Depending on how many time frames, instantly you'll have 15 new things to do, right? Every single time we list a new asset, there's currently 15 games that we plan on having out, and we're going to try and grow that over time, of course.
Yeah, awesome. Super excited, guys. Check out Hype and try it out, enjoy the experience. It's fun, it's gamified finance. And before we move on, I'm very curious. I don't know if Ms. Jules can hear me, but Ms. Jules, have you tried out Hype? Have you tried to predict? And hope you did not lose hope you did not lose your coins. I don't know if you
Yeah, not yet.
okay. I was about to throw you in case you lost your coin. All right. Yeah, Ryan. So in terms of the front end, right? There's been a couple of updates, right? So right now, people could see some of people could see the actual target prices, right? Whilst they're making their predictions live, and and I think right now there's also sort of like a pop-up that tells you, where the market settled and and things like that. But Ryan, at this, and I know we hinted at this, during last week's conversation, but could we expect a bit more updates to the front end? If we're expecting any, what's the plan? What should we maybe expect in terms of like the front end upgrade and things like that?
Yeah, for sure. I think the way that it's looking right now, we will probably do batches of 3 new games at a time. So basically each game, each Linera original will adapt based off of which market it's being used for. So if it's a binary market, if it's a tiered market, if it's a battle market, it'll have a different version of its game. I think our plan right now is to do 5 separate releases over the course of the next week. Each release will bring out those 3 new games. So the first release will probably be all of the Ride games. So you'll be able to play Ride on 3 different types of markets across all of the assets that we currently offer. Right now, there's only 4 things to do on the app, which sounds pretty crazy, but that's actually true. After the updates, by the end of next week, I think there's going to be like 50 plus different things. Actually, way more than that. There'll be 15 games, and from there, there'll probably be like, 9 different markets. So we're going to really expand the offering as soon as next week.
Awesome. Super excited. I think, the next couple of weeks are definitely going to be super interesting. But Ryan, badges are still live, right? I don't think there's going to be any changes with the badge structure at the moment, right? And just to quickly touch on this, the badge program is the exclusive reward pathway for points. Points are now in weekly badges claimed, added in 24 hours after the final day's badge claimed. So Ryan, any changes, any updates to this? Is this the same thing?
Now, for next week, if you are new to badges, if you're just hearing about us for the first time because of Bandit and all of that, he and I will probably go over badges in some detail next week, just to make sure that people have an idea of how to get in, how to play the game, how to get involved. Obviously, leading up to mainnet. Yeah, there'll obviously be a bunch of other announcements coming out next week, but the games will be hopefully starting to roll out, and at least one of them will be announced by the end of this week.
Awesome. Nice. Yeah, so security tip. Ms. Jules, do you want to maybe quickly just touch on like the security tip for today's call? If you can, please. That would be cool. Um okay, I think Ms. Jules is muted. I think I'll just quickly touch on this. But yeah, so security tip, right, is avoid phishing links, right? And avoid links in messages, tweets, replies, and emails that misdirect you to bogus offers forms or copycat websites. Do not click sign in or connect. Report them and see main chat pins on Discord for sound advice. So the general idea is, Linora is definitely getting a lot more mind share. There are a lot more, attention. There is a lot more attention growing on X, and and yeah, and in those conversations you might maybe see people put in some scam links and things like that. Please double check, checking in Discord, check the pin messages, check the announcement channels. We have the community updates, we have the big announcements, and that would definitely keep you safe from phishing links. Yeah, I think that being said, Ryan, I think we've touched on most of like the major talking points. Super exciting updates, right? Thank you so much for spending time with us. We know it's going to be an interesting couple of weeks, and we really look forward to that. And yeah, hopefully we'll have you on next week, Ryan.
Yeah, absolutely. Look forward to our announcement later today. We'll do like a little video teaser of all 15 games, and we'll be doing a lot of amplification around that. So if you could help retweet, comment as usual. Look forward to that later, and I will see you all next week. Thank you so much. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Ryan. Bye.
Thanks, Ryan. Yeah, Ms. Jules.
Ryan is trying to steal my sleep today.
Oh my God, I was supposed to.
Guys.
Yeah, Ms. Jules, before you talk about like the community advisors, I really I wanted to ask Ryan this question, but I think I'll just quickly read it because I totally it totally skipped my mind to ask Ryan. But anyway, the question is, Ryan, great to see so many linear market updates. Please look into the wallet sync and wallet already in use issues so every user can participate and contribute to the ecosystem. Yes, thank you so much, Mahi. This is something that the team is aware. This is something that the team is already working on, and definitely a lot of these things are already getting fixed, and you're subsequently going to have an amazing experience using linear markets.
Yeah, also
drop
to
us
add
some
to
offer.
that.
Okay.
Okay, go on.
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead. Mr.
Okay, to add to that, Mahi, also make sure that you just have only one tab open, like one active
Yeah.
tab for the linear markets. Because if you have more than one one tab open for the market, it's going to keep saying wallet already in use. So I think
Yep.
that would help
Yep.
too as well. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ms. Jules. And one last thing before you continue with the advisors, drop us some alpha, Ryan. Too bad Ryan has dropped, but I mean, just keep showing up to the call.
Yeah, put your eyes glued on our page, Linear XYZ.
Yes.
Something is
There's
coming
so much
tonight.
coming.
Yeah.
There's so much. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, Ms. Jules, do you want to quickly maybe touch on the advisor roles and all of that?
Yeah, thank you, Jay. For our community advisors are like our top contributors for Linera. So we have the regional mod, which helps they lead a regional, channel, help to translate announcements and also lead games, regional game tournaments. Then we have our newbie navigator, active on Discord, be helpful and provide accurate, information. And we have our ambassador, post quality content and original content about Linera to bring in more people into the community. We have our artisans that create inspiring acts and products. We also have our meme
Mhm.
lords, which is my favorite. Win 5 meme challenge and help to select meme winners. And then we have our game lords, win 3 community game tournaments, and also help to facilitate our games. So yeah, Star JC, something big is coming.
Yeah,
And I'm also
something is coming
excited.
for
Like I'm
sure.
really excited for it, honestly.
Yeah, Market Jones, Josiah, some good news at 1-1 blue. But yeah, like we just said, right? But I just want to quickly touch on the game load, right? So shout out to Darwin for winning last week's tournament. You're definitely on the game load leaderboard. And yeah, look forward to seeing you join more tournaments. Yep. Can't wait as well. Bula BTC. It's been a while we saw Bula BTC in the call, but shout out to you. Good to see you. Regional tournaments, same schedule for the most part. Thank you guys for showing up, for helping host this tournament. You guys are really crushing it. An amazing way to gain XPs. And, like we always say, XPs are literally like just a fun currency in the community to level up your roles and things like that. And yeah, it's a good way to, bond with other Venerans. Friday Poker Tournament, same time, same structure. 12 p.m. UTC, 5,000 XP, for the first place, and XP is up to the 25th place. And yeah, winning this definitely puts you in race to becoming game lord. And yes, you could still become a game lord, right? So look forward to seeing you guys. And yeah, so it's time for content, right? Let me just quickly cure our fun fun background song. But yeah, shout out to everyone that has been creating content for Nera. You guys are the absolute, best. This week's content challenge, trading starter pack. Create a classic starter pack for different types of traders. Something to post at or mean to suit. Nice. And it's cool to see, start to see, a bit more content on X as well, which personally I'm pretty excited about. Yeah, so I think Miss Jules is here. Okay, cool. Topic of ambassadors: Ashinov, Bakbekov, Lika Enigma, Nina, Tech or S Tech, and Sino. So yeah, Miss Jules, I would really love to hear some of your thoughts on some of these posts because personally, like I'm always excited to go through some of the posts. Um,
Yeah, let's go
yes,
to.
let's go. Nice. This is from Rehan Muji. Sharp visual says, this week's thumbnail. Oh, nice. A little strategy, a lot of patience, enough discipline to not revenge trade. Starter pack comes with certainty. You bring the plan, the market brings the plot. Yeah, definitely. The market brings the
Yeah,
plot. And yeah, Miss Jules, go ahead.
no, I just want to add to that, but it's not like it's just from the community, right? So I don't know. I asked the community recently,
Mm-hmm,
what market strategies that they are using. And I just want to read out
mm-hmm.
what BBK said because, of course, BBK is like a whale right now.
Yes,
So, guys,
yes.
listen to the first number one on the leaderboard. Listen to his market strategy. He said, "I don't bet large amounts each time, no more than 200 coins, and how I allocate my bets depend on the current pot betting ratio. I place bets
Yeah.
on all seat outcomes, just in different amounts." So, guys, I'm just sharing you some alpha right now because you need to see
Wow.
BBK's, profits using this strategy.
BB Billy said he never predicted more than 200 coins. And what if that's more than my entire portfolio?
Oh, that's a shame,
But
bro.
yeah,
That's a shame.
nice. Oh my god. But yeah, nice. This is
Man,
trading startup website.
comment is funny. Go on, Jay, please. Let's continue with our time.
Yeah, yeah. Leonid, don't choose your archetype, master the market. Says backbreaker. Some start as explorers, curious, testing new ideas. Then come the achievers, the killers are here for the competition. Different styles, different strategies, different goals. Nice. This is by Nico. Equipped with focus, powered by discipline. The real starter pack is simple: focus before the trade, a plan before the prediction, discipline go when things do not go your way. Yeah, I mean things have not been going my way for a very long time. Mox
Do you
has
really,
tools ready.
let's be honest, guys.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you really have discipline when you're trading 60 seconds markets?
I think you can, but I think the discipline might just be in you using like the auto trading. Because like I think if you just set the auto trading, I think it helps you stay disciplined a little bit. Right.
Mm.
Because I think if you don't, you might want to like, I mean, don't take advice from me. This is, NFP, not financial advice, because trust me, my portfolio says otherwise. But I would
Okay.
imagine that if you just set your auto trading and you just watch it, I think it restricts you from like revenge trading, right? Where you then
Okay.
get to want to. Yes, for me,
Can
that's
you
kind of
can
what
you
I've noticed.
yeah? Can you see what Pull-up BTC is saying in the comments?
I lost so much in the portfolio now. Back to the trenches. I've learned the hard way. Yeah, I mean, at the
Welcome
end
to
of
the
the day,
trenches.
yeah. Welcome to the trenches. We're all in the trenches with you. All in the
Honestly, I've been
trenches.
here. I've been here since the beginning, and I'm still here.
So Jason said, "Bula bula, welcome to the club." First rule is don't talk about it. Oh my god, I need to quickly touch on this. Bula BTC said, I would love to get other games aside the regular poker. Some of us don't understand poker. Yeah, I mean, there is a possibility, right? And if you know of any other like fun game, platforms that we could explore, please do well to, let me know. And if other people in the community are huge fans of it, then we're definitely going to incorporate that. But yeah, moving on. This is from Ika, who is an artisan. Visual is too cool. Oh, nice. Mox always having a good time. Turns out my trading setup does not need much. A quiet place, a good drink, a good drink, a phone with internet, a little luck, and little
I
market.
love this. I love
That
this
is
from
it.
Luca. Nice one.
Yeah,
A good drink. Oh my gosh. A good drink
yeah.
until you're down to zero coins, guys.
Yeah, and then you start to wonder why the drink tastes bitter. And you're like,
Exactly.
yeah. But as long as you're making wise and smart
Yeah.
decisions, wow, Frederick. Colosseum, who is an artisan, creative and original, says Nina. Cardinal made, I think it's a video which we're gonna play. But before that, 40% curiosity, 25% patience, 15% strategy, 10% luck, 10% learning from mistakes. The percentage change every day.
That's a lot.
Nice. Starter pack. I think one thing I've been seeing here is having a nice drink. Maybe I should incorporate that into my starter pack. This is from Registrator Sub Second Control, says back the cup. Hola, very good graphic, says Arsenal. The linear master, sub-second speed, microchain isolation, mux bad, zero lag, claim execution. Nice. The Degen, just one more trade. The TA trader draws 47 lines on the chart, still gets liquidated. Oh my god. That's funny. Trading starter pack. This is from, a number of people. I don't know if Ms. Jules, do you want to maybe walk us through some of these, if you don't mind.
Yeah. Thank you, Jay. Trading startup pack, what to include? Recog said, whispered prayers to the chat god. New Era said, a 1 minute chart, DBA, a solid plan, real-time data, proper risk management. Alexander, a trading journal. Ooh. Elena, a banger playlist on repeat, very important. Nuretu, a black chair, a black desk, a mouse, and a monitor. Crypto Leopard, a cold slice of pizza. Cooking would mean mixing a candle. Slice says glasses because my eyes get tired before the market does. And Viewcam says most mascot for maximum emotional support during high market volatility. Okay. Moonjat says the stop button. Oh my god, this is fun. Nice trading starter
Yeah.
pack. Yeah.
Yeah. um, Maju, about this, we definitely, we should definitely have a conversation, see how we could maybe incorporate something, right, to add more, spice and all of that, the Friday tournament. But yeah, thank you so much, Maju, and thank you, Miss Jules, for walking us through some of this funny and interesting trading startup pack. To art, top pick of artisans, Alishka, Bavan, Big Bear, Daria, and Claude Moon. Miss Jules, do you want to, walk us through the art section? I would be your tech guy moving the slides if you
I suck with art, but let's go. By Vertex, types of trader, starter pack, achiever, show up and move, socializer, bring people who play, killer, win more than you lose, and explorer, prove it for free.
prove it for free. And one thing I
Love
need
that.
to even touch on, yeah, sorry, Miss Jules. Do you want to say something? Or
Just go on.
yeah, I think okay, thanks. I think one thing I need to mention is the fact that for those that might be joining us, I might be wondering, how do I achieve, the best, sort of like the best, the best batch for each of the various, achiever, socializer, killer, explorer. It's the formula is not public, right? So a lot of these are things that you refine as you continue to use linear markets and you start to find out what exactly works for the particular badge that you're claiming, right? So yeah, Miss Jules, you can continue.
Yeah, thank you, Jay. Beautiful hand drawn piece by Legend. DJ,
Nice.
my trading starter pack, DJ, analyst, diamond hands, and FOMO. Yeah, cool. Well, I don't think any of these matters with the prediction markets, right, Jay? Give me
Yeah, I
diamond
mean,
hands. Nah, everything
no,
gets
you
sorted out
can't
in
be a
16 seconds.
you can't be a damn one. I mean, I think you can be an analyst. Personally, I think you can just be a DJN, to be honest. Right. But I think the
you do
interesting thing,
difference.
yeah, the interesting thing is just for me is that like when we now start to have like a lot more games and battle markets, I think
Yeah.
there is going to be like a different flavor for every person, right? So if you're the one that wants to just come on and just do, the multi-outcome BTC market, there's that for you. If you prefer maybe like the soul market, if you want to do the various battle markets, right? If you want to just focus on, some of the other gamified ways to try out the market, it's, there's definitely something for everyone, which I find really interesting.
Yep. Nice. Trading starter pack by Cybermoon.
Safety
Thoughts, Jay?
Nice. This kind of reminds me of, I don't know what it reminds me of, but it definitely reminds me of something. And oh, yes, this 151X, I wish I could, my portfolio definitely needs that right now. Definitely needs a 150X for sure.
Trading starter pack by S7H. Classic trader starter packs. Ooh.
Nice. Scalper, formal trader. Nice.
And then by Van Dief. Choose your trader. I just want to be the trader who wins. That's all.
Yeah.
I just want to be like BK. Is that even possible?
Because funny enough, I think
for me or something.
when anyone is making ads and they want to talk about like choose your trader, I think we should have an option for BBK where we could choose BBK, and around him is just going to be like
if I could just,
points.
I wish I can just be BBK for one day, just one day, especially during mainnet.
That'll be funny.
Yeah, trading starter pack by Mishara. I want to become a trader. I need a starter kit, trading basics, risk management, trading plan, and learn, practice, analyze, improve, and repeat. Ooh,
nice.
I'm just doing
Nice.
and repeat, play and repeat, play and repeat. Nice one by Hermione.
And by the way, fun fact is I was trying out like auto trading today, and right now like I have auto trading running, but I'm scared to open it to check what
Hmm.
what you know what my portfolio
I
might look
just
like.
hope the bug has been fixed, Jay. If not, yeah, in for a
Yeah,
big
yeah, yeah. It
surprise.
has, it has, it has. I mean, for the most part, it's been pretty smooth. But I mean,
Okay.
I deliberately do not want to check. So I
I
would
wish
rather
you
not.
good luck. Okay,
Yeah,
trading
we'll
startup
see.
pack by Dexty and Sanjeev. Nice.
Awesome. Let's go.
Trading startup pack by Akram, Kokosik, Numar, Kadua, Poyas, and Mercury. Interesting.
Nice. Amazing
Mindset
art,
and
guys.
discipline.
Nice, 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 nice. Novelties. I'm always funny enough. I think the novelties are starting to be like my favorite section on the community app because I just really love to see like amazing novelties.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to everyone that has created, videos, be it handmade stuff, right, that gets featured in the novelties. We're definitely excited to see some of that. Let me quickly post this so we could play.
Yeah.
So this is by Day911, who is a newbie navigator. Great linear song.
And amazing
We always
knowledge.
get amazing songs.
Easy now. Oh, Linera. Morning light, mark it on my screen. Read the signs, keep my mindset clean. Pick a side, let the moment roll. Trust the move, then let it go. Trading starter pack, ride it nice and slow. Linera on the market, feel the rhythm flow. Tick tock, here we go. Watch the market, let it show. One more round, one more track. Welcome to the trading starter pack.
Oh my gosh,
Wow,
it's so beautiful. I love it.
that's that's really nice. I like the very cool,
Zirek said,
you
I
know.
think I know what he's smoking. What is he smoking? Oh my god.
Oh my god, I don't know
That was
if this
beautiful.
is if this
That's
is
my meme
about
lord.
yeah, yeah. I really like I really like the reggae. Like I think we got like a reggae type music last week, and it was really fun. And it just gives me the vibe. I think someone created an art or a post like just a few slides back where they were like sitting with Mark sitting beside the beach and us sitting at the beach and with this drink sipping something and just predicting and I can imagine having this song play in the background. Cool. This is from Pacifa or Pacifa 09. Maybe a song. Nice.
Nice one, Pacifa.
That's cool. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Manju says reggae market. Yeah. This is from Tamara. Oh wow. Is this first of all, Big Bear says great picture. Is this an actual mock print on a shirt that
Yeah,
Tamara is
this
wearing?
is beautiful. Tamara always gives us the best of the best.
This is so cool. This is
Yeah,
so cool,
great.
Tamara. Really, really love this with like mocks on the shirt. Maybe when I don't know, maybe when Lina hit mainnet, maybe we should tell Rand about maybe having like some fun Lina merch. That would be cool. That would be cool. But this is amazing, Tamara. Thank you for creating. Tamara has always created amazing, amazing, amazing stuff. Miss Jules, it's
Yeah.
your time.
Thank you, Jay. Shout out to my meme lords. Very one. No my Illuminat Milos, DV911, Matt Shader, Ula BTC, Canels, JB Raj, and Zero Sian. Thank you guys so much for taking out the time to review the memes. So let's go. Next slide,
Okay.
Jay. By Cardinal, stop loss, FOMO and 100x leverage, trader, risk management.
So.
Ah. I
Yeah.
think this is how you just describe the Naira markets for you.
Well, I mean, the difference is, all the good parts is with like linear market, you cannot leverage. Not that would be
Yeah.
that would be funny, really, really funny and interesting.
Yeah.
Nice,
Next
nice.
slide,
What
Jay.
would you rate the meme, guys?
Oh,
Please,
thank
tell us
you.
what you rate the
Okay.
memes. Yeah.
Drop your ratings, guys, in the comments. Is it a 1, 5, or 0 for you, or a 10?
And just one more thing, if you rate any meme, maybe below a 5, we need to see your meme in the next community. Right. So yeah, the kind is your ratings, guys. This is from Pacifier. It's yours.
Глюк, козы, девочки все, летим на стрелочки, чур, не опаздывать, а потом рассказывать, как этих мальчиков сделали на пальчиках, пусто в карманчиках.
Oh my god. I need to make a confession. I don't know if it's just gonna hear me, but I need to make a confession that I've only achieved, I think this platinum killer is the highest badge I have achieved, and that was my reaction when I achieved platinum killer, right? And it was, best day of my life. Let's just say that was the best day of that was the best day of my life. Oops, Miss Jules just dropped. But before we get Miss Jules back, please, Macho, tell me why Cardinals meme is a -6. You guys, I think we need to take a screenshot of this. Macho, we need to see your meme next week. If we don't see your meme by next week, you're gonna explain why you're giving Cardinal a -6 over 10.
Yeah, I agree with Matt. That was exactly my rating, but it was a 6.5 though.
No, Cardinal said. I think Cardinal is saying. Macho is saying a -6. Or am I reading it wrong?
Minus. Oh
I
my
think that's
god.
like a -6 over 10. Or
I
is
want
that
to
a
see
6
your
over
meme
10?
next week, Matt.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It is 6. Oh, okay, 6 over 10. Cool. Nice. Maybe you're saved now. We might not need to see your meme. We still need to see your meme.
Okay.
Regardless.
Next slide, Jay. We're
Nice.
running out of time.
Um,
By DU911, my meme lord. This is Linera. Go to main chat, then take the trading starter path to Gordon G. I've never lost this much in any market. I don't understand.
This is linear. Go to main chart, then take the trading starter path. Oh my god. This is funny because right, there is, you can see the red in the chart, right? And you can see like the blood on his hand and all of that, right? So that's sort of like to depict, like him losing in the market or something. So that's the idea that DV911 is trying to convey. But yeah,
I wrapped up.
nice.
I have 200 G mic. I lost all G mic.
Yeah, this is probably me every other week. Nice. And Macho, yes, we'll be looking forward to
Yeah.
seeing your meme next week. Next slide.
By joining.
Oops, not sure why this cannot play. Let me see if I need to maybe quickly refresh this slideshow. Okay, maybe this might work now. Hopefully it works now. One second. Yep.
Little light is shining through the window, lets me know everything's alright. Summer breeze, go sleep.
Oh
That's
man,
funny.
this is this is
Oh my
definitely
God.
why Johnny Kakone is
That's a 10
amazing.
over 10 for me, guys.
Nice meme.
That's like it.
Um,
By Kadua, a video. Oh my God, this is a true story.
I think all of us, or a lot of us,
Oh
can
my
relate
God.
to
I
that.
feel like
That's definitely
saying,
true.
oh, nice one, Kadua. That's an 8 for me. By Koja, 100 coin trading starter pack upgrade. Minus 1,000 coins. Fuck, go back.
Yeah. Oh my God! When the the upgrade works against you,
Like Anton.
undo. Oops! I was just trying to. Yeah. So let me play the video. I was trying to show the comment.
By Anton.
Wait, let me just post this first. Everyone needs a trading startup pack. Me, I just need a coffee, hit auto trade. I'm free.
It's all in God's hand.
Yeah, that's
Honestly, I
perfect.
think I can
Startup pack.
relate because I'm in that category. I don't have any strategy. I just click on predict and put it on auto mode and
Yeah.
whatever
Yeah.
it is.
Nice.
I
Really
like
nice,
it.
Anton. Better one.
I better one. The formal trader starter pack on the narrow markets.
Yeah. That startup pack, maybe it doesn't work here, right? You might need to discover yours. Nice. Better one. Nice meme. This is very
By 0x.
We had 2 bags of
У
grass.
нас было 2 пакетика травы,
75 pellets of mescaline,
75 ампул
5
мескалина, 5
gallons of
пакетиков
acid,
диэтиламил, лизергиновой кислоты или ЛСД, салонка наполовину наполненная кокаином, целое море разноцветных амфетаминов,
also a quarter tequila,
барбитуратов и транквилизаторов, а также бутылка текила, бутылка рому, ящик пива, пинта чистого эфира,
not that we needed all that
2
extra.
дюжины на наркоту. Вы стремитесь всем запастись впрок. Единственное, что меня беспокоит,
cool. Nice. Gotta protect your coin from the birds. Nice meme.
By potato.
Okay, let's play the video.
I was expecting that
Yeah.
somehow.
The market does that to me every time. Every time. Every goddamn time. Nice. Oh my God. I think we had really fun memes. What do you think, Miss Jules?
For this week, I'm going to rate the overall memes 7.
Oh, okay.
7 over
I'll say
10,
like
yeah.
an 8. I'll say like an 8. I think we had pretty good memes, I think.
Yeah. Okay, for next week, next content challenge, 1 minute can change everything. Based on the Naira's fast market, submit a post, art or meme, sharing your own experience or unique take. Yep. Let's see what you got next week. I think
Awesome,
Sajesi
awesome.
might have a question for
Yeah.
you in the comments.
Yeah,
Jay,
yeah. I was just about to address that. So So JC said, why did you guys stop asking questions for 1K XP? What happened? Did you run out of questions? No, we did not run out of questions. But the general idea is, we're trying to add things, refine the community and things like that. But if there is a lot of sort of like requests for us to have that back, then, we'll find some way to incorporate that into what we have with the community hour. But, the general idea is that, maybe the structure might change a little bit with the community hour as we go forward. But yeah, that being said, thank you guys for, staying with us, myself, Miss Jules, and thank you for, maybe listening to my boring voice, but Miss Jules, amazing voice. And Miss Jules, any final word before we
Thank
call
you,
it a wrap?
Jay, for an amazing section. Thank you for everyone. And thank you to everyone watching us right now up to this very moment. And never stop predicting, guys.
Never stop predicting. And my final words would be, stay tuned. There is a lot of exciting things to come. A whole lot of exciting things to come. Trust me. Yeah, and that being said, see you guys next week.
Join Linda at first. Thank me later.